Hi, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to review a database of 82 sovereign wealth funds. To be clear, this is the who's who of global sovereign wealth funds. Now a little bit about me. I'm Andrew, a fundraising consultant and capital sourcing advisor with 15 years of experience in high-value real estate investment advisory roles across Canada, Dubai, and the Caribbean. To be clear, I help clients navigate fundraising with clarity, strategy, and targeted outreach. And over the past 4 years on Fiverr, I've assisted over 350 clients from tech startups to real estate groups with fundraising strategy, pitch deck refinement, investor outreach, and custom investor databases tailored to their sector, stage, and capital needs. Currently, I'm advising a US-based private equity group on a $50 million equity raise, coordinating strategy and outreach to investment banks, family investment offices, and private equity partners. And if you take a look on the right-hand side, you can see some of my gigs, and you can contact me by clicking my Fiverr link in the description below. The 2025 Global Sovereign Wealth Funds database. This presentation introduces an exclusive verified database of 82 sovereign wealth funds and 1,207 key decision makers representing the world's most powerful and strategically influential pools of institutional capital. Now, you're going to see the spreadsheet coming up in a little bit later. I'm going to spend a fair bit of time on that, giving you lots of detail on the database. So this is updated for 2025, and it offers the most comprehensive insight into the operations, mandates, and contacts of global sovereign investors. Unlike conventional institutional directories, this data set isolates active sovereign investors with identifiable investment teams, sector mandates, and partnership track records. It serves as a high-value intelligence platform for fund managers, developers, and financial intermediaries seeking to engage with sovereign capital sources and co-investment partners. Now, purpose-built to streamline institutional targeting, enhance capital access, and refine global investor mapping, this database connects you directly to the who's who of global sovereign investment power. Okay, so let's take a look at why this database is unique. So it curated access to global sovereign investors. So it's really developed for fund managers, developers, and advisors seeking engagement with the world's most influential sovereign investors. Again, you're looking at unparalleled institutional capital ecosystem spanning 82 SWFs across more than 30 countries. You're also looking at, it's focused on active allocators. So these are SWFs allocating capital across private equity, infrastructure, venture, real estate, and strategic alternatives. You can look at some of these on the Excel sheet coming up. Global reach, so they really span across North America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, in sectors such as energy, renewables, logistics, healthcare, and technology, and strategic engagement. So it's designed for sponsors and fund managers pursuing co-investments, JVs, and strategic sovereign partnerships. Again, verified, proprietary, and institutional grade. So this has been updated in 2024 up to April of 2025. So again, it's two databases that have been merged together. Now, thirdly, why it matters? Well, SWFs collectively manage over $12 trillion in global assets, representing the foundation of institutional capital. So the database enables targeted access to verified decision makers. That's the key thing, saving you time by having all these resources all in one easy to use Excel sheet. So who can benefit? So fund managers and institutional capital raisers, 2, developers and project sponsors, 3, financial advisors and sovereign consultants, and 4, international institutions and government agencies. So this is really a rare database. You can't scrape the internet for it. It's very hard to find SWFs, especially once you start looking at areas like China, the Middle East, Europe. They're very hard to find, but at least this database is really going to give you a head start, very robust, and you're going to see more of it coming up in just a bit. So let's take a look at the database. First, a key database disclosure. I like to add this to all my videos. My extensive database library provides hundreds of thousands of global contacts, typically including profiles, emails, and websites, though not all details are complete. Now, it's primarily compiled and updated from 2021 to 2025, with most of the key updates in the last couple of years. Now, this corporate resource may include contacts whose roles have since changed, It's designed as an excellent starting point for outreach. It's best leveraged and continually refined by organizations with dedicated data teams. To be clear, this is not a database that you use to spam. This is a research database for you to really target it on who your potential investment opportunities are going to come from. So this database comprises a blend of individuals and companies, each with distinct investment criteria and operating condition. So there's no guarantee your approach will be favorably received. Note, this database is available to corporate or groups only, no personal sales. Okay, now we're over on the spreadsheet part, and I'm going to show you 3 sheets related to the SWF database. One is just this core part with the firms listed. Secondly, I'm going to show you the contacts page, and then I'm going to show you some key items that are a little bit further to the right of this particular slide, just to condense the video and make it a little bit easier to manage. So you can see if we scroll down to the bottom here, you've got 82 contacts. We'll go back up to top. So you're going to get their name, you're going to get information on their background. So this is going to help you with the filtering and more, making a little bit more manageable for you once you start to segment who you want to reach out to. You've got the firm type, they're all SWFs, and because it's global, you're going to get the city and the country. You're going to get some information on some of them for assets under management, and so that will be up to date, probably mostly into 2024. And then you're going to get website, you're going to get their company email, and you're going to then get some information on secondary locations, year established, that sort of thing. So then if we go over to the contacts, so the contacts, again, you're looking at just a little over 1,200 contacts here. You've got around 900 and change in regard to the emails. If you don't have the email, it's really easy. Just take their name, punch it into LinkedIn. I get around a 98% hit for all LinkedIn inquiries using all my databases because of the fact that these are updated generally from the end of 2024 up until April of 2025. So you're going to get a lot of opportunity to reach out to people not only by email, but also via LinkedIn if that's your preference. And again, these are all senior positions. You're going to get their role, and you're also going to get their job title. So that's going to help it, again, streamline for easier access. You're also going to get information on what asset class they specialize in. It could be private equity, could be real estate, it could be infrastructure. So those are really the 3 key ones that you're going to find in this database. Now let's take a look at some of the key items that are a little bit further to the right of that first spreadsheet. So that's the first spreadsheet we looked at. Now we're going to go a little bit further because what I've done is collected some of the more filled out cells so you can understand. In this database, for example, you're going to get a lot that have indicated that they're interested in private equity. You're going to get information about their allocations, their preferences, the verticals, typical types of investment. So again, that's the private equity part. And then we've also got a little bit of information here when it comes to real estate. You can see most of them are either yes or considering. There's only a couple that have said no or have not indicated. So these are great. Again, if you're looking at real estate assets, you're obviously looking at trophy assets or large-scale commercial developments in most cases. So again, you're going to get more information about their strategy, geographic preference, whether they do co-investments or separates, and that would mainly be the case if it was private equity real estate. Then you're also going to get, for example, the private debt. Private credit are the 2 of the largest and hottest sectors in the industry in the last 3-4 years. So you're going to get information on that. And you're also going to get some information on infrastructure. So now the database is a lot larger. There's a lot more cells, but just to make it more streamlined and easier for you to understand as far as what the database includes, that this is going to help you out. And it's really important if you're looking at private equity and real estate because it does give you a fair bit of detail. So that's the Sovereign Wealth Fund database, and it's a great resource for you if you're looking to raise capital in 2025 and beyond. Are you looking for global funds and contacts? My verified database includes 24,000 global funds from 2022 to 2025 and 400,000 fundraising executives with 277,000 emails. Coverage across all regions, asset classes, and strategies. It's the most complete global capital access tool available. For more information on my databases and fundraising services, click my Fiverr link below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.